Alright, so what is good, everybody on YouTube? This is of course your boy B, Bullet RC, coming at you guys again with another video. And today, y'all already know what time it is. I didn't have a chance to do it over the weekend, but we always have to check in. It is time for this week's Heat or Hype, where we go through all latest sneaker releases, sneaker rumors, or anything dropping in the streetwear, clothing, sneakers world. This is where we talk about it. Now, I'm going to be talking about a lot of the stuff that happened last week. This week's Heat or Hype, expect that around Sunday to Monday. And now that Complex Con is over, it's basically straight into all of the holiday releases. And man, Nike is not letting their foot up off the pedal. No one out there is letting off the pedal for these last 2 months. And speaking of holiday releases, new Bling Drop on Black Friday. Blam, for those who are asking, where is this hoodie from? It is from sampleind.com. 4 new tees, 4 new hoodies, all in different colorways, all dropping on Black Friday at 12:01 EST. And remember, I will be reminding you of this in a couple different videos, so this won't be the last time you hear about it. But Black Friday, 12:01 Eastern time, Bling Drop, originally only released overseas, and now we are bringing them back home to the US. So sample Bling Blow Black Friday, mark your calendars. But let's go ahead and get into this week's Heat or this shit is fire but hype. So up first, we got the Chlorophyll Air Jordan 3. I talked about these before, man. I think it's just an extra Jordan brand release. It's not crazy heat. It's not crazy trash. I really am not going to go in on them at all. It's just another one of those JB releases that we really didn't need. And some of these tinker designs, I mean, after the 3, they are starting to fall off. They're starting to falter. So the Chlorophyll 3 is based off of the Chlorophyll Bo Jacksons. I mean, I like the concept. The shoe is not too crazy, too loud or out there. And it's just another extra JB release that you might want to spend your $190 on. I wouldn't be surprised if I seen these go on sale. So if you can't tell already, this one is an easy pass for moi. Up next, we got some heat coming out of the Nike SB side of things. And this time is between Concepts and Nike SB. They are reviving the Lobster series and now adding, I mean, they had the blue lobster, they had the red lobster, they had the yellow lobster, which I think the yellow is the hardest one, but also the most expensive and most rare. And now we are adding the purple lobster to the mix. Now for me, the most vivid Nike SB release I remember was the blue lobsters, because it came in that styrofoam case. I think it was kind of like a hazardous crab inside type deal. At least that was like the theming around it. Now we have this purple SB joint. You got the red picnic table guts on the inside of these. I believe they released on December 14th. Now I have no idea how the release is gonna go. I have no idea how prices are gonna go. All I know is that, well, we're gonna talk about those yellow diamond SBs later. Now, do I think that these purple lobsters are gonna go for as much? Nah, they're not going for a Honda Civic. They might be going for the price of an old used Geo or something like that. But still, the purple lobster, Nike SB, would I like to have these? Yes. I usually save a lot of the heat and the fire for the end, but that was just a little warm up, a little bit of an appetizer. The purple lobby, shout out to anybody that played RuneScape that used to catch the blue lobbies. Some of y'all don't even know what I'm talking about, but shouts out to RuneScape, the OG one. Anyways, man, let's get to the next one. So I mentioned these earlier in the year, but we have the Orlando Air Jordan 10, and they're supposed to be dropping now on December 1st. And I would be more excited for this sneaker if the pictures didn't make the leather look like it was just straight Garbaggio. Looks like that same shiny synthetic tumbled leather that we've seen on other Air Jordan 10s. I mean, it's cool, but with everything else dropping, namely the Fear God stuff that's going to be dropping that we're going to get into later, I'm being very picky with what I spend my money on, especially this holiday season, at least as far as shoes go. So for me right now, this Orlando Air Jordan 10, it's a pass. So if you were looking for these right here, they're supposed to be dropping on December 1st. I think regular retail is $190. So if you want them, hey, good luck. I hope you can get them, and maybe you can even get them with a 20% off code or something. Hey, hopefully you can save some money on these joints. Now up next, we got a supposed pack dropping in April of next year. Yes, we are only in November and we are already talking about drops in April. But these are supposed to be a do the right thing themed sneaker. It's an Air Jordan 4 and it's based off of Sal's Pizzeria from the movie, the place that got burnt down in the end. Now you guys can see the picture right here, and they're pretty basic. I'm not sure if they're gonna do anything with maybe the Sal's logo on the tongue Right now we just have info and mock-ups that you guys can see, and we're gonna have white, red, and green, and we're gonna have black, red, and green. So those who like the Gucci colors are gonna mess with these. Those who like Do the Right Thing are gonna mess with these, and especially if they add some type of, I don't know, special aspect to it. Maybe the Sal's Pizzeria logo on the inside of sole or something like that. I think that would definitely help with the storytelling on this shoe. So Air Jordan, Spike Lee, the Air Jordan 4, Do the Right Thing, all those things come together right now for this supposed release, because this is a rumor for April of 2019. Y'all let me know how you're feeling these down below. Now I'm gonna keep this next one short, just kind of an update if you didn't know. Yes, the Zebra Yeezy 350 V2, the release has been postponed to this Friday, November 16th. Make sure you are following the boutiques that are dropping them. Make sure you're following Adidas. I think they dropped on Yeezy Supply a little bit early on accident. I didn't get through on that, but just stay glued to your social medias. I want you to get that delayed W if you have been waiting on it. I know that it seems like they're a little bit different than the originals, but they're not crazy different. So if you want a pair for straight retail and don't feel like dealing with a reseller, don't sleep. For another quick release, Ronnie Fieg actually teased these New Balance 997s. Now, apparently this is going to be a collab with the brand Nonative. I believe that's how you pronounce their name. All I know is that their clothes cost a lot of money. And these right here are the New Balance 997s they're supposed to be dropping. I only left them on here because a lot of people tell me I don't really talk about a lot of New Balance, and I really don't. But when they have something that I actually really like, I like to speak about it. So these actually are pretty fire. So for anyone out there that was waiting or itching for a new Fieg or New Balance collab, this one might be a good one for you. Me personally, my favorite New Balance is probably gonna be the 997, and these 998s are clean as well. Now this next shoe I actually seen at Complex Con. I just didn't know what I was actually looking at, and these are actually an Atmos to collab that's gonna be dropping next year. Now the shoe they used for this one is the Air Max Light 2, and is basically called the 1994 collection. And the funny thing is, I had no clue that this thing even existed until I went to Complex Con, and Atmos actually had some of this stuff available early at their booth. Now you couldn't purchase the actual Air Max Light 2, but some of the clothing and different things that were going to be dropping with it you could grab. Am I like crazy hyped about this one? No, but I do think it's a cool collab, and I like the concept. Usually anything dealing with the 90s or vintage I like, and that's what this shoe is all about. The crazy colors, the old school logos all over the uppers. This shoe is basically right up my alley, so for retail, I'll do it. For resale, no thanks. But that was Atmos and Nike, the Air Max Light 2 1994 collection. Y'all let me know, are y'all feeling these? What's your favorite Atmos collab that you've seen through the years? But let's get to the next one. Now the next shoe I'm gonna get into, I'm gonna rant a little bit about them because I have to, and that is on the Air Jordan 1, and also a not for resale in the yellow and a not for resale in the red. Now we know that the yellow's released exclusively in LA, and it was a limited release, and certain pairs of these shoes are going for over $1,000 right now. The yellow, the one that's a not for resale, no photos, all this crazy stuff all over them. This is the sneaker that people are paying over $1,000 for. Now the red pair is also getting its money too at 400 plus on the resale market. This has to be the biggest troll from JB in ever. They made a shoe that literally says not for resale, no photos, please crease, general release. Made that exact same shoe limited, and now people are charging over $1,000. I understand that Nike doesn't directly control how much people are gonna pay for sneakers. People have their own mind, they have their own wallets, and they pay what they wanna pay for shoes. But listen, bro, I'm pressing F to pay respects for anybody that spends over 500 on either colorway. And I knew it. I knew this was gonna happen. I knew that the release is gonna go this way. When I first seen them, I said something to the effect of, you know what's gonna be funny? When they drop these shoes that say GR and they're not really GR, and they sell out and people pay crazy prices, it's almost like I can see the future. I can't, but it's almost like I can. Y'all know who I was about this shoe. It was like half of me was like, these are super corny. Half of me is like, these are super hard. I like the yellow, black, and white. The quality on them look great. Just some of the sayings on them just look kind of corny. That was all. So for me, I'm in the middle on this shoe, and this is the biggest troll of the year. The biggest troll in the sneaker world of the year is these not for resale. The purely for resale Air Jordan 1 dropped, and apparently they might be dropping some more. That's what it said on Sneaker News. I don't know, man. At this point, like I said, bro, press F to pay respects. That's it. I'm done. Rant's over. Up next, we got an all black Air Jordan 12. It's like an all winterized nylon upper coming from JB. I think it's only going to be GS sizes. And man, these joints right here, they are just so fire. Man, these right, I have to have these. These are so necessary. JB, y'all killed it with this one. These ones are just fire, man. Everyone's gonna have to have these. There's no way these are gonna hit the sales racks. Up next, Chicken Wop is back at it once again, posting these reversed Lanies. There is no official info on these at all. This is just another one of those, hey, this sneaker picture popped up. They're supposed to be releasing next year. Here they are, reversed Lanies in Oliver blue suede, yellow, gray cement bottom. I still have the white Lanies, so these blue ones, although I like that blue suede, I don't know how I'm feeling about this one yet. All I know is they definitely aren't as fire as those all black 12. Now these next three shoes we're about to get into, I've actually already talked about them before. It's just an official name for it. I've basically been just following this story for the last couple months to see what happens with them. And this is this new Element React 87, but it's the ISPA pair. ISPA, that's an acronym for Improvise, Scavenge, Protect, Adapt. That is just what these are basically all around. There's some mission statement for them. That's the theming behind the shoe. You already know I like them. I would like to get a pair and try them out. There are 3 colorways I believe that are dropping. If you want more pictures, like I always say, all my stuff is from Sneaker News, so you can just check it out there. So to end this one off, we got 2 more topics: Fear of God at Nike and Diamond Dunks. I'm gonna start off with Diamond Dunks. Those yellow Diamond Dunks, like I said, are going for a strong used Honda Civic right now. Is it a cool dunk? Yes. Do I understand why people would spend 2 racks on this yellow one when you got the black and the white one going for 200 to 255? Why not just wait until they do the wider release and then the prices are gonna drop a little bit and then you can cop them? I guess it's all for that IG flex. So you do you. But basically, all I'm trying to say is it's a cool dunk. It's not worth 2 racks though. Now I want to end off this week's heater hype with the sneaker, the possible sneaker of the year. That's how I feel about it. I don't know if Nike hates me. I don't know if JB hates me. I don't know if Adidas hates me. I don't know who hates me out there maybe in the sneaker world. But listen, I know I talk my shit, but I also praise the shit that I actually like. No matter how weird or ugly that sneaker is, because this shoe is technically ugly, I still think it's fire, and I still think it has a possibility to be one of the best sneakers of the year, in my opinion. Remember how I feel about it. We have the Air Fear of God 1. Now, ever since I first saw this shoe, I'm not being brand new, and actually, fuck all that. It's perfectly fine to change your opinion on a shoe. One of the most annoying things on the internet is that once you say something, you can't change your mind. So it's fine. If you didn't like them at first and now you like them, that's fine. But to me, you have the black and the light bone colorway. I'm gonna start off with those 2 for the Air Fear of God 1. And I mean, the shoe is just, they're fire, bro. I'm sorry, I know. The price tag is definitely hefty, but you have to remember that Fear of God sneakers go for upwards of $1,000, so I'm not surprised to see when you put together Nike and Fear of God, the price goes up. But those are just the first 2 colorways. Then you also have a Lakers gold colorway that just got popped up, and I think this is from the Complex interview that they did. So if you want even more info on the collab, how it came together, the story behind it, Complex has a great article, a great interview with Jerry on everything. Now the Air Fear of God 1, that's all great, but then there was one more that had a swoosh on it that I was wondering about, like, what about this one with the swoosh? What is that? Is that just a sample? But no, this one is like the warm-up sneaker. He said that usually when people play basketball or NBA players, they come out in one shoe and then they play in another shoe. So they have the warm-up sneaker with the swoosh on it, and then you have the Air Fear of God 1, which was the on-court shoe. Regardless, both are pure fire. I want both. If I could have every single colorway, I would definitely get every single colorway. Does my wallet want me to get every single colorway? Now that's a different story. There's also, I believe, the Nike Air Skyline 2 in an all-over monochromatic, basically all-over gray colorway that's clean as well. I'm not too interested in that one. I just want all of the Fear of God, Air Fear of God 1s, the warm-up sneaker. I want that. And even down to the clothing that's going to be dropping with it is fire. I mean, to close out the year, Nike has definitely had a great year, just continuing the off-white hype. And now with this Fear of God collection, they are finishing the year up very strong. And as far as my opinions go, that is it for me in the Fear of God collection. I want y'all to let me know, with these new pictures, does that change your mind at all about the sneaker? And what is preventing you from buying it? Is it the price? Is it the look? Or are you all in for it? Most of the negativity for this shoe that I'm seeing is coming just straight from the price point. People like it, but they don't like that $395 price point, which is fine. and I understand that. But I want them shits. I'm letting y'all know I want them shits. Nike, listen, 11.5 or 12. I wear an XL in tops and an XL in pants, warm-up sneakers, yeah, the light bone Fear of God ones, whatever. I'll take it. I'll take it. I know I talk my shit, but I also praise. So I'm just saying, Christmas is on the way. No one at Nike is listening right now, and that's fine. But that is it, man. Much love to all the fam, followers, and of course supporters. You guys can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, SoundCloud, Snapchat. The Snapchat is bull.cb, by the way. Here, there, blah, 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 of course, bull.rc. And I'm gonna see you on our next video. That is it. The video has probably gone on long enough. Them Fear of God shits, I need them, I need them, I need them. I'm out of here. Peace.